that leads into this week's business surgery. Each week, I ask our viewers and listeners to send in their business problems, and myself and a guest will try and answer them. This week's question, and I won't name the person who sent it in because you'll understand why. This is their question. One of my key members of staff is causing a bad atmosphere in the team. She's too important to sack. What can I do? So let me have a go at this first, and then Georgia, you can throw your 10 anything. Now, the person said they've created a bad atmosphere. I suspect that's probably underplaying the problem this person is causing. This concept I've come across in the past, and it's been termed the brilliant jerk. And the brilliant jerk is somebody who is very good at their job in its sort of specific, but then everything else they're doing is causing a problem with the rest of the team. My recommendation, although this person who's written in says she's too important to sack, I would suggest you get rid of them. Now, that might sound really, really harsh, and obviously, I'm not an HR expert, so just get some HR input on this one and go through the proper process. But the best thing you can do is to get rid of that person. And I experienced this, and the advice I was given was the day after you get rid of that person, you will say, I wish I'd done it earlier. And I did exactly that. So my recommendation would be go through the proper processes, but if this person is causing so much of a problem that it's made you, contact me and ask for some solutions, I think it's a big enough problem to get rid of that person. Sounds very harsh, but that would be my solution. What do you say, Georgia?
I think it completely depends on the type of business that you're looking to run. If you've got a real high growth business that's quite aggressive, you're in an aggressive industry, you already have high staff turnover, culture is not that important because you're going to flip this business in a couple of years anyway. Keep them in and keep them doing what they're doing and just erode that culture away because you don't really worry about that kind of thing. If you want to run a business like the way that I run a business, where I feel like, people get icked out by, we're kind of like a family, but we genuinely look after each other. And I built the business, and from day one, before I even had members of staff, like I said, wrote down sort of what I wanted the culture to be, what I had experienced would be conducive to a great place to work. I want people to come in and be inspired and feel safe. We really do look after each other. So as much as I'd like to agree, just to be a devil's advocate like to disagree just because I like to be a devil's advocate, I have to agree with you. No one is too important. And the best advice I've ever had is that you're far better off having a hole in your business than having an arsehole in your business. And that's my advice. And we wouldn't stand for it. We wouldn't stand for it here, not for a second.